I made this small painting in stolen moments during my lunch breaks, after an evening walk, and this morning between school drop off and my first meeting. Here's how it came together. I have been so deeply attracted to bright colors lately. This is not always the case. The most recent collection I released had a lot of muted tones, but wow, the colors are so spectacular this time of year. My artist friend and I recently went to Biltmore to look at the azaleas, and I could feel them in my soul. So, although it didn't inspire me to paint azaleas, I think it is contributing to my desire to paint these bright, colorful, joyful, just full of life pieces. I just completed, a couple of dozen mini and what I'm calling mega mini, though it may not stay that name, paintings because I'm going to have a new space in Black Mountain, North Carolina, and I also have a space in Asheville, North Carolina. And even after I finished all those paintings, I was like, I want to make more. I am preparing a collection of the slightly larger sized minis that will come out in May of 2026. So some of these that you see me painting right now will probably end up there. As I mentioned in the opener, I'm not a full-time artist. I have a full-time job. I have a full-time life. But painting, it brings me to the present moment. It brings me so much joy. I love sharing that joy. So this is me recording this audio during my lunch break. This is me painting. Can you see the sun coming in there? Those shadows are created because the sun was going down. I'd gone for a walk after dinner, and then I came back after 7 p.m. and continued working on these paintings. I find peace. I make paintings in the margins of my already full life, which I know is the way so many of us are living right now. But I try to add joy rather than adding commitments that don't feel good, obligations, joy over obligations. So I hope you feel some joy and peace watching me paint this, really feeling the colors and the shapes. And if you enjoy this, I hope you'll follow. You can join my collectors list and have early access to when I release these paintings. You can just be part of this presence and joy that is available to us if only we make space for it. This is one of my favorite parts of the process. I look at the shapes and colors of each individual piece and I decide, what does it need? Usually I add a single tree, although sometimes I will add several trees. And then I just can't help myself. I always seem to have to add a moon, whether it's a full moon or a crescent moon, and usually some stars, and sometimes some birds. And I just, when it gets to this point, seeing the final tiny little world that has come through me, it just brings me so much joy. And I hope that it brings you joy as well.